Welcome to our last video of the Surveyor Negligence series. In this video, we are going to flip the script a little bit and talk about what can a professional surveyor like myself do to prevent negligence claims against him. I'm going to have to jump on my soapbox for this one because I have either defended professional land surveyors in negligence claims or written certificates of merit or expert report against surveyors committing negligence. So I've been on both sides of this many times. And sometimes the surveyor does everything right and he still gets sued for negligence. I hate that. But on the other hand, I have seen surveyors do some crazy things in their practice and then get sued. And I just want to pull my hair out thinking, why did the surveyor choose this type of equipment, this methodology? Why did the surveyor not do something? So this is going to be a really fun video, and I'll keep it as short as I can. All right, so our topic is, what can the surveyor do to protect himself against negligence? Most attorneys skip res ipsa, they skip negligence per se, and they pick the plain vanilla: duty and breach, damages, cause. So, in essence, in a nutshell, the surveyor must conduct himself to the level of a reasonable surveyor or a little bit better. So the surveyor has to do what a reasonable surveyor would do under whatever circumstances, whatever situation, whatever survey type. That is our target. But how is that actually done? Well, I've got 3 stages for you, or 3 categories, I should say. Category 1 is equipment. The surveyor is expected to choose the correct type of equipment for the job: total station, GPS, laser scanner, whatever. The equipment has to be able to meet a certain accuracy. What accuracy? Well, it depends on the type of survey, the job, the conditions, whatever. But here's the big one. The equipment must be in proper working order. I've had to write so many expert reports against surveyors who are using equipment that is so old, my grandfather was probably using it, and they've never taken it to the shop, never had it calibrated, never verified its accuracy, and that's where surveyors get in big trouble on the equipment front. All right, number 2. Number 2 is personnel. So let's be clear. Most surveying practices have the boss. He has the license. And the boss has all of these underlings, these little minions, called survey technicians. And the survey technicians do a lot of the record research. The survey technicians go to the field and collect measurements. The survey technicians draw the map. And the boss is there, hopefully, supervising what the survey technicians are doing. But I've had some cases, I've had some circumstances where the boss was not doing that. They were sometimes hiring outside technicians, sometimes the technicians worked for the company, whatever. But the professional surveyor was not supervising his technicians. The technicians did something they shouldn't have done, and it was not caught. The boss signed off on the survey, and then he got sued a few months or a few years later. So, how do we do things here at NLC? Well, we have an operations manual. The operations manual explains how to do the record research, how to do the field work, what the map looks like, what the report looks like. There's checklist and all kinds of good stuff. So, it doesn't matter whether I'm doing the records research or somebody else, there's a system. So having these processes that your technicians and you must follow is a big deal. It's important because you want your business to be consistent. All right, third step. Now, this is the one that took me the longest to really implement. And I mean, I can't believe that anyone would not do this now that I've learned it. So the third thing a good surveyor does is he always has someone else review his work. So if I make a map, another professional surveyor in that state or with knowledge of the state rules, they're going to review the map. If I write an expert report about a Wyoming land surveyor negligence, I'm going to have another Wyoming surveyor review it, and I'm going to say, you can change anything, you can edit anything, you can make comments about anything. I want your true edits. And you've got a second surveyor who's looking at your work and giving you constructive criticism. Why is that important? Because even the best surveyors, we're human. We make mistakes. If I make a mistake and fix it before the client gets his survey, that's great. If I make a mistake and the client gets the survey with the mistake on it, then I could be liable for negligence. A lot of land surveying firms are small practices. There's one professional surveyor and a couple of employees. And that is extremely dangerous because you've got to have somebody checking your work. If there's one thing I've learned over the years, have another professional check your work. All right, so number one, use the right equipment and make sure it's in good working order. Number two, hire the right people. Train them in your systems and have documented processes. And then number three, have another professional check your work. If you can do those three things as a professional surveyor, I think you will be much better off for it. Hope you enjoyed these lessons, and we will continue on next month with a whole different set of topics. So get ready.